All right, good morning, everybody. I will get to the hospitalization story. I'll get there. Trust me. First, I wanted to come on here and talk about the hires of Mario Cristobal and David Reaves, both made official yesterday or the day before. Um, really like these hires. Cristobal is going to be our co-offensive coordinator with the run game coordinator position, and Reaves will be a co-offensive coordinator with the passing game coordinator. Really like these hires. Cristobal especially, taking somebody from a national championship contending year in and year out, national championship winning program is great. Is just completely awesome. Their offensive line has always been predicated on toughness and just hard nosed offensive line. Their run game is always huge for them when it comes to title runs, especially this year with Bo Scarborough doing what he did against who they play in the first round, Washington. Um, so yeah, really excited about that hire. Top five recruiter nationally, year in and year out. Number one recruiter nationally 2015. Really like that hire. David Reaves, a guy that knows Taggart, knows his offense, knows how he's going to want the passing game run. Would probably prefer to see him go and grab the quarterback coaching position instead of tight ends and just hire a tight end special teams coordinator. But I have complete faith in Coach Taggart. Apparently, he's the one that wants to work the quarterbacks. That's to be determined. We'll see. We still have some money left in the budget to hire another coach if we want to. That's another thing I wanted to touch on is a lot of fans are just going to be sitting back and seeing that we hired this guy, and not know anything about them and not know where they come from or how much they were making prior. And me, a fan, automatically looks up, okay, what was he making beforehand? What's he going to be making now? What's he going to be doing now compared to what he was doing back where he was at? And our salary has grown exponentially. It's upwards of $4 million. If we do hire that extra coach, it probably will hit over $4 million. And a lot of programs are probably sitting there like, oh man, you guys should have been doing this a long time ago. You're preaching to the fucking choir. I said it for years that we were the behind in paying our coaches. Granted, they stuck around and they were loyal, but we were not paying our assistants what we should have been paying our assistants. Now, this is not to say that the assistants that we had on staff were worth this pay, but we could have easily gone out and hired other assistants to replace the assistants that were not getting the job done. Don Pelham, I'm looking at you. That's another video. Anyway, that's finally happened. We finally changed our ways. We know that we have to spend money to be a big boy program year in and year out and not depend on a Marcus Mariota type performance every game and not depend on a once in a generation coach like Chip Kelly to come around to help this program be what it can be. On to the hospitalization story. Obviously, you never want to hear about a kid being sent to the hospital. Never, ever ideal. Just going to get that out of the way right now because I feel like I have to say that because my opinion on the whole thing is that from what I hear from players that were there is that the workouts were nothing overly strenuous, nothing they've never seen before, and you could have stopped at any time. So hearing that makes me think that these kids just wanted to impress the coach and overwork themselves. And is that unfortunate? Absolutely. You never want to hear about one of your guys going to the hospital, or in this case, three of your guys going to the hospital. But I will say this about the old staff. I feel like they got complacent. I feel like they got comfortable, that they knew they weren't going to be fired, or that they probably, had another year, and that they got lazy. And that bled into the players. And that's unfortunate. Doug Brenner, one of the kids that got sent to the hospital, I have very strong opinions about Doug Brenner. I feel like he's soft. I feel like he's lazy. I feel like he could have been something, much greater than he is, a backup center. He was supposed to be the one. He was supposed to be the one to replace Grossi when he graduated. But he couldn't get the ball snapped to the quarterback. A guy that's been, playing center for a few years now in the U of O program. Granted, he didn't come in as a center, but we molded him into a center. Well, apparently we didn't. He didn't get it. But by all accounts, he was supposed to be the next guy. Didn't happen. So to me, Doug Brenner is soft and is lazy and is complacent. Then the two other guys, two freshmen that I don't know anything about, Cam McCormick and Sam Patasi, don't know anything about their work ethic. Cam McCormick sounds like a great kid, young kid, going to be a redshirt freshman tight end next year. Sam, I don't think he played any games this year. I'd have to go back and check. But the way we were banged up on offensive line, he probably did. Actually, we were pretty healthy on offensive line besides Crosby, now that I go back and think about it. So anyway, yeah, just get over it, people. Like, yeah, they went to the hospital. They're going to be fine. They suspended the coach for a month without pay. I feel like that's a gross overreaction to quell the media and quell the parents. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry if that offends some people, but the guy was doing his job. He was getting the players in shape. And I can't wait to get this team, especially the defense, in shape. Because this team has fully bought into Coach Taggart and this program culture now. And I dig it. And of course you have your Aaron Fentrices that come out and say, or maybe it was Canzano, who's not much better, that say parents are really going to have to wonder if U of O is a safe environment for their kids. Are you serious? How many times in the years that we've been coaching football that this has happened? How many times? Granted, it doesn't look great, but it's not a huge deal. It's not. They were exhausted. They worked themselves a little too hard, and that's the key word. They worked themselves, because by all accounts you could have stopped whenever you wanted to. They worked themselves a little too much trying to press the new coach. That's my opinion about it. I'm going to get out of here, though. Got some stuff to do today, but as always, guys, go Ducks, and I'll probably see you around National Signing Day.